I realized I was on mute this whole time. I could have sworn I unpressed the mute button. My bad. But it's weird because didn't when you first come in, did you ever hear me at that time? Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah. It was kind of fun doing a type because I haven't did a typing thing in a minute. So that actually was fun. Correct reading for Kate Stein. Kate Stein. Accurate messages only. Make it very, very clear. This message is for Kate. Kate would like to know should she release her work this week? Should she share her work this week? She doesn't want to wait any longer. Would it be a good idea, wise idea? Does she have the green light? Will do more better than she expect? Will the outcome be really good? Will it be worth it? Should Kate release some of the work she's been thinking about releasing this week? Does she have the green light? Would it be a-okay? Yes or no? Accurate messages only. Make it very, very clear for Kate. This is for Kate. Allergies are messing. I'm getting a no, but you do have free will. I mean, you can do whatever you want, of course. Um, Especially if this is like you're forcing it, you're not really putting your all into it. Not saying you're not creative and you haven't been putting nothing good into it, but it could just mean that you know you could do better deep down inside. You know that you still got something to add to it, etc., etc. Yeah, with this chariot card, it's almost like a forcing energy. Yeah, I'm hearing quality over quantity. I also heard like you would have to do a duplicate or something like that. It will be harder to like work on later when you get back around to it or something. Yeah, it's like cheating yourself out of something. Yeah, it says the answer is no at the moment, literally on the oracle card. Doesn't mean it can't be the next week following, but maybe not so much this week. Yeah, I'm hearing like something about like make sure everything organized, cleared, check mark everything, make sure you're in the right mental space, emotional space, physical space, maybe financial space, all the spaces, spiritual, health wise. Yeah. I heard something could be like choppy. Make sure it's not choppy. Even if it doesn't sound choppy now, it could be like once you upload it to something, it sounds choppy. So it's like it also could be like test your work a little first as well before just actually like officially putting it out there. I feel like.
Right.
Can you give me an orange crush pop?
If I have enough for them.
I can see your money.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
Right there. Yeah. Be safe. Drive safe. Be safe.
And I'm also hearing you don't want to have that bubble sound. I don't know if you know what that is, or some of them artists be having that sound. And it's not really the artist. I think it's like certain materials,
my card so you can send it now.
studios and stuff.
Hulu trying to take money.
I don't know how much it's gonna be. Probably two something.
Just send $2.
Okay, I'll be sending it.
You did?
I'm gonna be sending it.
I need to lock it immediately after you. That's why I need to wait.
Mm. All right.
You said orange crush.
Thanks. Sorry, hon, but like I was saying, some could have that like bubble sound, and it's not really them. It could just be like the equipment or the studio they're in, or something. Um, but what else? I also feel like it's gonna work better doing it at like a bold time as well. It could be like a holiday. It could be like something very significant. It could be around a time that will get like a lot of people's attention. A cardinal bird could be significant. This could just be like a spiritual animal meaning of something for your life. But again, I feel like you're very creative. It's like, you know how the artist Aaliyah, R.I.P. She passed on, how she had the baby songs and ad libs and stuff in her song. I'm also hearing like once you get your copy and stuff, put it up in a very safe place, especially if it's like a CD copy. And yeah, you might be shouting out the people that you love in your song, like if it's a certain DJ, if it's your lover, if it's your pet, if it's something, you know. Well, look at that, your hard work is paying off. I think that's the new moon in Capricorn. A win-win outcome is that forecast, but I have to read this one because it might have more messages than what's really given here. So before that, let me grab a couple other messages. Yeah, it's like being in a balance of the energy of like people are able to feel your music, but at the same time, you're not disconnected from it, kind of thing. Since finally the perfect time to come together, it'll be worth the wait. So again, it's gonna be at the perfect time. You're gonna know down inside too. I feel like, yeah, I'm here. Mature your work, because when you get the right time or the right sound or the right whatever it is, you're gonna feel like that's it. You know what I mean? It's like a knowing. Yeah, I'm here and don't settle for less. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you're worth. Don't settle for a dead end job where you don't see the opportunity for growth. Though your money is stable, you are not making enough to keep you happy. But I did want to read again. A win-win outcome is that forecast. That's page 80. You're welcome, hon. You said no danger in waiting. Yeah, I don't see what danger it will be. Yeah, it says the full moon in Libra is a sign of partnership, of falling in love, and closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusion, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important one is existing and changing somehow, coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, do so. Um, don't try to fight it. This card also refers to a professional relationship. There's a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Additional meaning to this card is let go of which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And now it's the time for a great makeover. No matter when you pull this card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Drama and upsets bring partnerships to a floor. Libra energy is love energy, and negotiations are easier. I also feel like this is saying like appease like your manager, please your audience, but don't forget to like please yourself. So it's like don't just make music for you, but also don't just make music for your audience. Have a balance of some is made for you and then some is like, made for them kind of thing. But yeah, I hope they gave you clarity, hon. You have the Devil card again, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, Emperor, Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles again, Seven of Swords, I think again, Chariot again. And Page of Cups might even be another one that came out earlier too, I think. But yeah, surrender to the divine and you'll know when to take that bold and risky action. You rush and regret it, yeah. Thank you. You can post when you're ready. What we call them the last call for donations. Last call for donations. Why am I getting stuffy? Come on. Please don't do it like that. Good luck reading for Kate. This message is for Kate. Good luck reading for Kate, please, Spirit. Thank you. Accurate messages only. Make it very, very clear. Yes or no. Should Kate post at all in general that they do music upcoming this week? Should Kate post at all and let people or certain people be aware that they do music? Should Kate promote even by saying she does music this upcoming week? Yes or no? Should Kate let it be known that she does music this week, this upcoming week? Clarify. Yes. Yes. It says one day at a time. So this could be like every day until you actually post it. And then it says you're manifesting money. I feel like make it your very own. Like really, really sell it. Like, oh, it's gonna be like very like fresh material. I know you guys are ready for a new artist. You know what I mean? Like heavy, whatever. Like make it your own kind of thing. It's my passion. I've been doing it since however young, I would there's a song and I don't know if you heard it. It's her name is Kayla B. She literally made a song about music. And it was like basically like I'll die for it, this, that, and third. But it was like the truth. She was very, very passionate, and I feel like you're a very strong passion for music or whatever you're doing. Can like gain you a lot of traction, especially if those people also feel very passionate about it as well. I think the song is called "I Do" or something like that. Yeah, it says "Luck is on your side." Get around some fire signs, maybe. They be having a spark. Release negativity as well. This could be like I release everyone's energy besides my own kind of thing. If you feel like you got attachments or anything like that. Um, yeah, it's better than, whatever compared to something. Not like another person, because that probably look wrong, but like maybe better than another activity or something like that. Or it's like I'm not your ordinary artist, or it's nothing wrong with like being confident and hyping yourself up, and you know people actually like confidence more than they like insecurity. What they don't like is cockiness. But yeah, look at the world card. So yes, it's a big yes for that. But it's like make it juicy up until that time, because tell them to set your notifications on. It's gonna be this day that it actually gets released, and people are really gonna be engaged. It's just like how they be doing movies, how they be hyping the movies up, and then when people go to see the movies, I mean, some people is like, oh, it's not what they said it was, but then some people is like, oh, it's really good. I couldn't wait all this time. Happy I finally seen it. Blah blah blah. That kind of energy. And also, maybe tell your backstory. Like, it took me this much time to write it. This happened when I wrote it. I was crying when I wrote this song. This was going on. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like really getting them like really like building the audience already before you even put something out. I feel like that's the energy it is. Like already building a connection and stuff. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna really bring y'all back to music. Like really just pop your shit. You ever heard when they say pop your shit, talk your shit? Like this the energy I'm getting. Like really sell it. Because this is probably what you're gonna be having to do anyways when you really get in the industry. Like you're gonna, like every artist has to sell, like also promote it as well. Like they don't just release it, like they gotta promote it as well. And some of them they're not so good at it, so they create drama around it instead, or something else, so it can get more attention. But that's not always good, right? And if you got the ability to do it in a more so positive way, then beautiful. I do feel like you will attract both female and male in like different age groups. Like you won't just have teenagers listening or 24 to 30-year-olds. Like you'll be probably having people in their 90s wanting to listen, and that's good. You have meditate and contemplate, meditate on this before, taking action, the moon in Pisces. But I feel like you got to get in the right mind frame as well and kind of prepare yourself because, the internet can be rough. You know what I mean? And you got to have tough skin. So it's like preparing yourself to have even more tough skin too as well before you actually really get out there. Believe in the possible. Nothing is just set in stone. Takes time to breathe out. So you might change your mind about like putting yourself in a certain category until you kind of like get stuff out there, and then maybe it's like you'll then come up with it, or maybe your audience will come up with it like, oh, I think you're more of like pop, or I think you're more of like rock, or whatever it is. But until then, you're just like creating. I feel like we got a justice card again. Wow. Something in your life need to be brought into alignment. Your career may be in the law, such as police, military, or in courts of criminal justice. Be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters, or you'll face the consequences. So you want to be a badass, show your heart to everyone. It takes a lot of courage to be authentic in this world. Showing your heart doesn't mean you're soft all the time or that you're a mess or a doormat. It means you're showing up fully as yourself. You know what's weak? Living a fake life trying to please others. Remember, it was saying like you can please them, but don't do it all for them. Like do some stuff for yourself too. But yeah, I hope they gave you clarity. Got something out of that. You got the Magician, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, Justice twice, Chariot, King of Wands, Empress, Lovers, King of Swords, Tower, World card, and the Hierophant. Yes, nothing to it but to do it. Yep, yep. And even if you don't get tougher, like eventually you will. But yes, you could stand for one more. But it probably will be a little better to kind of prepare because you know again it is rough out there. It really is. And it's better to like learn now and then get in the game and like keep progressing than to get in the game and then kind of like fall because of the toughness, and then it takes some time and then you get back into the game. You know what I mean? Like, because they're gonna say all type of stuff, do all type of stuff. I mean, the internet is undefeated, truly. So I think that's perfect if you do beforehand or pre have an audience because you already kind of got like a fan base and a support group that's coming along with you when you kind of come out. So it's like you're kind of coming out with them, you know what I mean? Instead of just like coming out to the woods and you got to figure out, who's who, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, you kind of already will have an idea of like who your supporters are. And it's not to say you can't like release anything. I'm pretty sure you could release a snippet or a preview or a hint or anything, you know what I mean? I don't think you have to like just say something and leave them high and dry, but you know, course. Never answer the freaking phone. Good right, are you here for Kate, please, Spirit? Thank you. So it's just for Kate. Should Kate start vlogging and sharing her journey with the music stuff? Should Kate start sharing her journey and vlogging her journey with the music stuff? I'm getting no. At least maybe afterwards, because I feel like if you do it beforehand, it might lose some of its mystery kind of thing. And again, it's all about the people getting to know you first. Yeah, you ever know artists, like most artists, once they're like, pop in or at least got some stuff out, they start, vlogging their journeys. Or even with just YouTube, it don't always have to be music. Like even YouTubers, they always tell you like, don't just start automatically sharing stuff too personal because these people don't know you yet. They haven't really grown a liking just yet. You know what I mean? So afterwards, definitely. But I feel like right now it could lose some of their mystery. But at the end of the day, it's your life and free will. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to be the end of the world if you do it beforehand. It could just be like, more work or more challenging to gain like, a certain audience or so. But I'm also here. Remember your target audience here. Very important. Whatever you do, to remember who your target audience is. Not just like your supporter, but like who your target audience is. Yes, let's look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm here. Don't like do what others do, but like stick to the code kind of thing. Yes, it's surrender to the divine.
Bad experience.
Oh Lord, thank you. Especially if you're gonna complain a lot in the vlogs, don't post those. Like, of course, be authentic and post that like there is struggles, but if you have like no hope, then it's like they have no hope kind of thing. And then you want to be cautious and make sure your music is copyrighted and things like that before posting it and stuff. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with like posting the struggles, but like if you keep like only posting the struggles or again like complaining about it, that could kind of like draw them away, kind of thing. And it's like you don't want to get them used to something that might not be like beneficial for you or them. Yeah, you don't want to gain like the wrong audience kind of thing. there goes again. Prosperity lies ahead. So it's like it's so much you could probably do to like make money from it, be successful, and like kind of like dance around it. You could probably like tell certain people like, oh, I'm gonna this bar, you guys want to come, and that kind of thing. I feel like can also like help gain. Even if you're not well known at that point, you could just be like, if you like pop music, I'm performing a pop song here. There's gonna be a lot of people performing. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Or it could be like, oh, I always bring my eagle eye jewelry with me when I go to the studio, or like, just sharing like, you know, cool things, beneficial things. Because again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with posting the struggles, but just don't keep posting it or complaining a lot, because I do feel like it will draw them away. And don't just give out too much. You don't never want to give out too much right away. You know what I mean? All of a sudden. So it's like still keep a little bit of that mystery, and make sure you don't just post music without getting it copyrighted either. Let it be like a slow dance with you and your journey and uh, your art audience kind of thing. I feel like. Yeah, but don't like depress your audience again, because it's like that can draw them away. They're mainly there for the music, so it's like, and it's okay. Like if you do that kind of music, I know Rod Wave and like certain artists like love songs and stuff. They do a lot of like sad songs and mental health and this and the third, but it can get exhausting and tiring. So it's like mix it up maybe. You can even test like some of your stuff out and be like, how much would you pay for this song, kind of thing. I'm also hearing ask spirit or God, or whatever you believe in, for guidance. If you need more like ideas and stuff, like ask them to show you. Also keep an open mind. Let the past be the past. I just heard mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most successful of them all? But yeah, I don't think you clarity of this. Not out of that. You had the Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Tower, Ace of Wands, Four of Swords. You got Seven of Swords and Tower again. Just don't overspend. Save some for later. So don't get caught up in spending on this certain equipment or this certain area or department that you don't have money for, other areas. I feel like. You're welcome. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this live stream. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming by and stopping in and sharing your good vibes and supporting however you did. Um, what's today? I will be live again tomorrow around probably 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might try to throw a collective reading in there as well. Personal private readings can go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or recorded video. So those are still available, as well as emergency readings and manifesting and et cetera, et cetera. All that information will be in the description box all the time. If something is not there, please let me know and I will inform you. Much love and blessings to you guys. Continue to enjoy this weekend. Do what makes you happy, especially, you know, not caring about people's opinion, especially if they're doing worse off than you. You want to trade lives with them. Take it one day at a time. Self-love comes first. You know, life is supposed to be fun, so experience and explore. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.